about BPOs, like call center agencies?
For me, nagiging last resort yung call center. Like yung cousin ko na nursing graduate, yung first job experience niya ay sa call center. So, yun. Kasi, um, wala pa siyang nahanap na work sa pagiging nurse.
Okay, thanks.
Ano po opinion niyo sa BPOs?
Para sa akin, ang mga BPOs ay nakakatulong sa ekonomiya ng Pilipinas dahil nababawasan nito ang unemployment rate. Tulad ng mga fresh graduates na wala pang mahanap na trabaho agad na related sa kanilang course, pwede muna silang pumasok sa call center. Kaya nakakatulong ito sa ekonomiya natin at nakakabawas sa mga walang trabaho.
Alright, so what kind of BPO did you work for?
Well, I worked for tech support, AT&T.
Alright, so what was the environment?
It was actually fun. Like, the environment was very lively and stuff. Like, I worked different shifts, but yeah, environment was fun. It was less stressful, I guess.
So is it conducive for a working student?
Well, I guess yeah, depends on how you deal with stress, basically, because it's very stressful. But yeah, the entirety of the place and the experience is okay naman.
And how long did you work for AT&T?
Real quick lang, it's 3 months.
Okay, so is your time between school and work balanced while you were working?
Oh, well, I wasn't in school when I worked for
Oh.
them.
Okay, so do you think that there are a lot of undergrads working for BPOs
Yeah,
as well?
definitely. I know a lot of people working for the BPO industry because I think that's you know, the best that they can settle for while they're undergrads. Kasi diba, companies don't really get. I tried for companies like big companies, they don't really get undergraduates, but BPO industry they pay a good amount.
So why do you think undergrads work for BPOs while working? What's the top reason?
Well, I think because yun nga, that's the best they can settle for. Because then a lot of undergraduates really, need to, need monetary support basically for themselves. And I think that that's the best possible choice na since they pay well.
So would you consider working for a BPO again?
Uh, hmm. Well, yeah, if like there's a need to, I will most probably. But then, like after I graduate and I get my diploma, I don't think I'll go back to the BPO industry because I'll have other opportunities, bigger opportunities already.
Alright, so for you, what are some of the advantages or disadvantages of working for a BPO?
Advantages, well, you learn a lot of things. You get to work with different people and you get to adapt to different kinds of people basically because then, not everyone's the same. Like some of them just, like kunyari, it's a language, they speak in English, pure English, some of them just speak in pure Tagalog. So you really have to adapt and yeah, the different kinds of people and different kinds of situations. And the disadvantage, I guess, is the time basically because there are graveyard shifts and shifting schedule talaga eh. So then like I wasn't in school and I had to deal with this shifting schedule. Sometimes we start in the morning and end in the afternoon. Sometimes we start at night and end in the morning. So it's stressful talaga.
Do BPOs have any benefits or anything they give you to be able to cope up with the graveyard shifts or shifting schedules?
A lot. They do. They give, when I was working pa graveyard shift, they give like a bonus, something like that. Like they add to the salary and yeah, what else pa? They give like benefits like gym, something like that, and yeah, other things. A lot of things actually.
So would you recommend fresh grads to work for BPOs? Why or why not?
Well, I guess depends on your situation because for me, like after I graduate, as I mentioned earlier, I think I will get more opportunities. Yeah, after graduation, when I get my diploma, companies will be okay now with hiring me, like, because that's the requirement to be a college graduate for most of the companies. So then, yeah, for me personally, I don't think you should settle for the BPO industry. You should try to go for other companies first. But yeah, if you need like monetary support, financial support for yourselves and you think that other companies can't get that for you, then go ahead.
Do you believe the income disparity between BPOs and local companies is what makes BPO so attractive to
Yeah, I
people?
think so. I definitely think so because That's what other people say also na, you know, there are others who graduate from a course, from kunyari, business course, ganyan, tapos they can go to other local companies, but they don't because they think that the pay in like BPO industries are bigger, which is true naman actually.
Are there any like BPO myths or stereotypes that you'd like to break?
Well, I can't think of. Okay, well, stereotypes. Basically, of course, if you work for a BPO industry, usually people think that you're undergrad. Yan na yung ano eh, parang the biggest stereotype, I guess. Parang people think that you're an undergrad, you didn't finish college, you're probably just in high school, so you can't get a better job, something like that. So I think that's one myth that I wanted to break, because, like, yeah, back there, you know, I don't know, when I was working for them pa, like, I didn't really know what to expect, but some of them were, like, from other countries pa, some of them were really successful, you know, they just parang sideline lang yung BPO industry, and they can really do better in life, something like that, so, yeah.
What do you think of business process outsourcing here in the Philippines?
Business process outsourcing, or BPO, in the Philippines is one of the very attractive sectors in our economic development. I feel that it will be contributing a significant portion in the economy. I understand that it now contributes roughly about 600,000 full-time employees plus indirect of I think close to or more than 1 million employees. So definitely it will be a significant growth engine for the Philippine economy. This, of course, will be dependent on how the government, the private sector, as well as the academe or the colleges will be able to develop the talents that are employable in this industry. We are supposedly having a market share of less than 10% in the overall global BPO market, with India leading at about 50%. So there's still a long, long way to go. And given the youth, the number of talented Filipinos, and I really believe in that, that the human capital is one of our competitive advantage, that we could certainly push the educational system, the government support, and private sector support to be able to tap into the full potential of this industry. Hopefully, we will be able to close in the gap between the Philippines and India. I think in the voice BPO, we are very close to India. It is, I think, the non-voice, which are, you know, the backroom support, for example, banking, media, and other backroom office support, like accounting, that we are lagging behind, and the potential will certainly be there for the Philippines.
Are you open to the idea of your child going into this line of work?
I think for the next 3 years or even 10 years, this will be an engine of employment growth in the Philippines. Again, reportedly, if the trajectory of BPO growth continues, it will most likely be almost equal to the OFW contribution of 9-10% of GDP, and this is going to be significant. So there is definitely going to be attraction for students in the next few years, including, for example, my children, to be attracted to this sector. Of course, the entry point would be more of a BPO, for example, call center agent. But hopefully, if one of my children will be enticed to work with a BPO, I would like him or her to look beyond being a call center agent, but more of growing into the management ladder of the company. Worldwide, this particular skill or talent is likewise very, very significant. Again, my understanding is that globally it could be around about 200 or 250 billion in terms of global revenue. So if you develop your expertise, your talents, your skills in this area, you can go beyond the entry level, go beyond the Philippines, go beyond the region, and you can really be a global participant or professional in this particular industry. So again, if that is the decision of my son or daughter to get employed in the BPO, I would not object, but I would always remind him or her that they should aim beyond just being an agent or the entry-level position.